midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. He's going to work in my favor. Whew. When I tell you that this shoulder post-op, so shoulder surgery post-op pain is real in the night. The nerve block, I can say officially went away 2 nights ago. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Horrible, painful, painful. I mean, painful. I'm just starting to feel better, and it's almost time to take medicine again on the 6-hour intervals. Whew. Painful. But we got this. We can do this. If you're going through surgery, if you've been through surgery, you know the journey is real. Real, real, real. Whew. Excuse me. I thought I was going to go to sleep, but obviously I'm having a hard time sleeping because the pain is real. The pain is real. I'm talking about the fact that I'm in pain. That's what I'm talking about. I had surgery and I've been journaling my own journey. That's what I'm talking about. Bobby upstairs. If you've ever had surgery, then you'll know. If you've never had surgery, it's something that you can't explain to people who've never experienced it. But yeah, I'm feeling better now. The pain medicine finally started kicking in, but I thought I was about to rip my arm off. I literally thought I was about to rip my arm off. It was that bad. This is like day 4 post-op shoulder surgery, yeah. And it's a journey. Look, Nora, I'm in Florida right now. I think it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:24 a.m. Yeah, I'm looking tired because I am tired. And then I was trying to sleep yesterday and somebody woke me up. Yesterday was a painful day too. I did my best to follow doctor's orders and rest, but it was a painful day. So yeah, I'm a YouTuber that just had surgery. I'm just talking about it. That's it. No big hoorah. So, what's for breakfast? Because I'm getting hungry. And what time zone are you in? What do you eat for breakfast? I notice when I talk to people around the world, we all kind of eat differently. We eat the same foods, I think, but we just kind of. I am at home, Bobby. I had an outpatient. I actually had outpatient surgery on Monday, and then I had outpatient surgery on Tuesday. What was I thinking? It's called the American insurance system that I need to maximize while I can. So I'm in double whammy pain. Yeah. They don't really keep you in the hospital unless it's something really, 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 really bad. These days, they kick you out. As soon as they cut you, they just say, okay, you're breathing, you're moving all right, go home. Yeah, they don't really keep you unless it's something very like internal, like maybe heart attack or, you know, those other big, big, big things. But kind of basic what they consider kind of basic surgery, you're going to go home and struggle to recover by yourself and family. Yep. So I'm from Florida, USA, and you're from what continent? Cleveland, Ohio. So you're up early in the morning too. Are you at work? Or are you just a insomniac? I usually wake up early, but I've been up since about maybe 12:20 when my pain meds started working out, going away. Night owl. No, I'm not really a night owl, but pain is making me a night owl. I was like, might as well come out here and talk to the people around the world. Forgive me, but I only have one hand. I've been trying not to do what I'm not supposed to do with my hand. Noble OG, it's been a long time since I saw you. Okay, so why are you telling me that at this hour in the morning? I remember you on my channel a while back, Noble OG. Long time no see. When my insomnia went away, I stopped going live at 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe that's why I haven't bumped into you out here in YouTube land. Peace and salutations. Okay, brother. Whew. I'm going to attempt to go back to sleep. I was just checking something. Some behind the scenes checking. Checking. Peace and salutations, huh? I'm just still trying to figure out why you picked that verse out to tell me right now. All right, Gabriel. The root of insomnia is the lack of peace. That's my personal belief. Usually when decisions need to be made, unresolved issues create insomnia. Maybe on some occasion, maybe it's a chemical imbalance or some sort, but those are my personal opinions, of course. Yeah. But a lot of the times people have things that they're struggling with, and when it's time to rest, the brain is still struggling. The brain is still saying, I need to take care of this situation. There's a tug of war in the brain zone, creating insomnia. Been there, done that. Like I said, I can tell you what I know about. I don't want to tell you about what I don't know about. Late night edification. Or at this point, the sun is about to come up. So it's early morning edification. Oh, yes. God has smiled on me. Late in the midnight hour. The midnight pain is something. Just like people die in the night. I forget that word. Somebody knows that word. What is that word that's called? There's that word that describes why people usually die in the night. I forget that word. It's a medical word. Why is that? Well, whoever said no, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Yep, indeed. God bless those who trespassed against us. A lot of times we don't forgive those people, and that's another reason why there's no peace in the mind. When you truly forgive people and let those things go, then you have peace in your mind. It's a process, though. It's a process, Gabriel. But it's the recipe to peace, the recipe to end insomnia. Coming to peace, achieving peace in the mind. I think it's almost time to medicate. I need to set my alarm before I forget. If I don't forget, my body's going to remind me because the pain will go right back up to a very uncomfortable place. So I'm going to keep on singing that song late in the midnight hour. God's going to turn it around. He's going to work in your favor. He's going to work in my favor. But we always have to do our part, right? That's the part that a lot of us don't do. I know. And I remember this person that I heard them say that we were in a worship service and they said that because of all that they've known or all that they know that they've done in their lifetime, they don't feel that God could ever love them because of all the things that they have done. They had done. And that's just a person that's speaking out of, I guess, guilt. And they don't feel that they could be forgiven for whatever it was that they had chosen to do in their lifetime. And that's a painful place to be. And that person actually died. And when I think about what I had heard that person say, I often think to myself, I wonder if they came to a place of understanding that God loved them and God wanted to forgive them if they were ready to accept God's forgiveness. But to die in a place where you're not at peace and you don't feel forgiven is an awful place to be, I feel. And I often think about that when I think about situations like that. Yeah, I hear you. But you gotta love yourself. Yeah. Yeah, but some people have different philosophies, and I'm sure you've heard them. They're out there, different ways of thinking. And some people feel like that's not so. But it goes back to a personal choice, right? Personal choice. And that personal choice is how we choose to believe what we're believing, or why we choose to believe what we believe. And also remembering that just because we believe something doesn't mean that our belief is going to just gravitate and attach to other people. Accepting what one believes is a choice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. There's some people that want people to just suddenly just believe what they believe. It doesn't work that way. You can talk till you're blue in the face. I used to always hear that when I was a kid. You can talk till you're blue in the face. And some people will still not listen. Doesn't mean you have to stop talking, but you just have to respect the fact that people are going to believe and accept what they choose to when they're ready and if they want to. Let's get this water in. Yeah. One day soon. Well, that's what's going on over here. Excuse me. Uh, well, God bless you too. Let me check out your channel. When people start speaking a certain way, that I'm often curious. You don't have anything on your channel, Gabriel. Gabriel Corono. You have 7 subscribers and your subscribers have nothing to look at, Gabriel. Why is that? You just choose not to post content? Seems like you've got a lot to say. Maybe you should put some of that out there in the YouTube world. Seems like you should put more of that out there into the YouTube world. I'm one that is definitely saying that more, more needs to be uploaded into the YouTube world. Positivity, that is. And Noble OG, you got 8 subscribers and no content, but you seem like you got a lot to say as well, but no content. Why is that? Not your calling, not your mission. Just asking. Bobby upstairs has playlists. No content. Bobby upstairs. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Doing life with one hand is hard, so my hat's off. My hat's off to the people that do life with one hand or no hands. Diabetes. Diabetes awareness is a serious thing. Awareness. Oh, wow, excuse me. Excuse me. Good morning. Or is it good afternoon? Where are my wonderful people from the UK and Australia and North and South Asia and all the other places where people are awake? It is now 3:38 a.m. I woke up because of pain. Yep, I just subscribed. All right, that's enough of that. Put that phone down. I think I'm gonna try to go back. I don't think I'm gonna really go back to sleep. But right now I'm getting hungry. I've been awake too long now. I had to get my pain back under control. Well, thank you, Nora. I had surgery. I had surgery on Monday, and then I had surgery on Tuesday. I had a minor surgery on my back on Monday. Then I had shoulder surgery on Tuesday. So I did a lot in 1 week. Am I okay? Yeah. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I'm talking, walking, moving. I'm still blessed, but I'm just in pain. Thank you, Nora. I'm definitely in pain. The pain is real in the night. It was painful today, but something about that nighttime pain. And I was just saying, I don't know what the word is. I guess I need to ask Gemini, the new Google or whatever it is. Yeah, the pain is real at night. It gets more painful at night. Yeah. And then I just had my mom do my wound change in my back because I'm supposed to do my wound change twice a day. And that was irritating me because I fell asleep and I didn't do it last night. And it's always good to listen to the doctor. Some of them know what they're talking about. So I went ahead and did my wound change for the morning already. And it feels better already because I needed, I guess, that ointment on there that the doctor gave me to put on there. So with all that, yeah, it's been kind of a little tricky to sleep because my left shoulder's hurting. My right side of my back is hurting. So yeah. Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. I will be well. This too will pass. This too will pass. I kept ice on my shoulder for a while. That helped. Put in like a numb like state. It's gonna be okay. Nobody in here from the UK this morning? That means it would be about what? 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Nobody wants to wake up in the UK and get on YouTube. I know they're out here. But I think they're probably working. Some of my people that I usually talk to. One person is a. Have you ever been on a topless bus? Have you ever been to the country where they have those? I don't think we do. We have those in the United States. Those topless. You're in the UK, so why didn't you say it when you heard me saying where are my UK people? That would be you. Are you in the UK right now, or you're just from the UK and now you're living somewhere else? I like meeting people from around the world. You broke your foot and it hurt so bad. Oh no. And I see that you say you have diabetes, so that doesn't help when you have diabetes. I'm just kidding, Gabriel. But yeah, I did say that. I like talking to people from around the world. But yeah, the topless bus, there's one person that follows my channel from the UK. He's a driver of the topless, one of the topless tour buses. And when I went on my cruise in Mexico, I got on a topless cruise bus. I had fun. We got wet though, because it was a rainy day, but I was there for it. I was not going to not do my excursion, but we got wet. But I don't think, do we have topless tour buses in any state? Oh, you live in the UK right now? Cool. I don't think I've ever seen a topless tour bus in the United States. If it is in your state, let me know in the comments. I don't know everything. That'll be curious. I'm curious to know. I don't think so either. It seems like it's just something that is in other countries and just not in America. But that would be cool. Why not have a topless tour bus? I mean, just like I thought, I mean, the bus is topless, but like in the event of rain, it did have this accordion type covering, so it had a covering. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought to myself, it's got to be some type of covering, and yeah, there was a type of covering. Because if the weather is crazy, you got to cover people up. So I know it's okay if I don't know everything, but I'm one of the people that I can admit it. Some people can't admit it. I can admit that I don't know everything. You live in France? Kay, what are you doing up so early? No, I'm not doing okay. That's why I'm up so early. I'm doing better now, but my pain level was through the roof last night and tonight. Tonight just went to another level. They told me the first 2 weeks would be horrible. And I can officially say the nerve block is gone. I can officially say it's gone. It went slowly, but I believe it's completely gone now. The pain says it's completely gone. And when I tell you, I thought I was about to pull my arm off. I felt like I was going to pull my arm off, Kay. It was that bad. Yeah, it's okay. I'm feeling better now, but I'm sitting up. I feel better when I sit up. I need to go back on the couch and get on the lazy boy like side and recline back. But at this point, I'm getting hungry. And I should have just stayed out there. And my mom just did my wound dress on my back. 'Cause I think I told you I had the thing on my back too. So I woke up with that. My back was hurting and my shoulder was hurting. So I've just been up. I struggled for a while by myself. And then when I started to feel better, then I started to go live after I started to feel better. Because I'm not asleep. Thank you, Nora. Oh, thank you. I do feel my angels are always by my side, indeed, protecting me. And the birds are already talking. I guess the birds can't sleep either. I hear them. Maybe they're getting hungry. I can hear them. It was raining. Maybe they're happy that the rain is going away. It was rainy. Okay, Nora. I usually go live in the morning. My mornings are a bit adjusted now because I'm on medical leave from work. So I normally go live in the morning for prayer time before work at 5:30 on this channel. But right now I do 6 o'clock Monday through Friday, but on the weekends it's 7 o'clock. And I don't think I'm going to service today. And then again, I'm not sure I might, but I can't really sit up, so it doesn't make sense for me to go unless they give me a bed to lay down on, and we don't have a bed. Some church homes have a medical room. We don't have a medical room. Those are necessary because you never know when someone in your congregation will have a medical crisis. The church where I used to go before I should say the church home where I used to go before I moved here, we had a medical room. And it's actually necessary. If your church doesn't have nurses on duty or medical staff on duty, especially if you have a lot of people in attendance, you might want to put that in the ear of the people who will do something about it, because it's good to have medical things, especially where there are people. Just saying. It's good to have a medical room. I think that church had one because they had a lot of physicians there. And I guess they knew the need for it. So they actually had like a little triage type room set up. So in the event of certain emergencies, they had what they needed on hand. But yeah, since my church doesn't have that, I don't think I really want to go there. I don't even think they have a blood pressure cup. But whenever I don't feel good, I usually take my own blood pressure cuff. I go live in the evening too after work, generally twice a day for now. Sometimes I take a break, but generally twice a day. Because I'm still working on getting my watch hours to the next level. Got to get to that level before I start taking a break. And my eyelashes in my eye. Something that we all have in common around the world. Eyelashes that want to fall in your eyeball. Then you can't get it out. And now I really can't get it out because I've got one working hand. So Gabriel, you're from the UK. You said that, Gabriel. So that's up to you to tell me. Oh, Nora, I understand that. But guess what? We are in a time right now where you can investigate so many places right from where you are right now. Yeah, especially during COVID times, I think we learned a lot about that kind of thing. A lot of things went virtual. A lot of things that people never thought were possible to be virtual became virtual. And one thing I would also just kindly say is to study for yourself. And when you study for yourself, God will give you that wisdom to make the right choices. But knowledge is power, like we all know, right? Knowledge is power. Don't wait on any person to tell you. Study for yourself and find out whatever the truth is that you're trying to know. There are a lot of people that's out there trying to tell people, but people can tell you, as I was saying earlier, people can tell you something till they're blue in the face, but it's up to you to study and learn about something for yourself. Yeah. And then when it's deep down in your heart, then you'll know what the church is that you feel is the church for you. As you say, the right church. And I know a lot of people are on that quest to find a place that feels like the right place because they've been down the road and they've seen and experienced so many things that you know deep down in your soul is just wrong. And I visited some places with some colleagues or buddies, and then I go in and I experience things I've never experienced before, and I'm like, God, this can't be right. I mean, you feel it. You know when you're in an environment when you're like no, this can't be right. I don't feel like this is right. My soul is telling me that this is not right. Exactly. I know what you mean. Terry Walker says I have church at home. But we also are told in the book that I read that we should not forget to come together in community. There is power in community. There is healing in community. I can worship at home all day, but there's just something about coming together to have that community in the book that I read. I've been homeless for 1 year, but found out about God and now have a perfect life to live because of God. Are you still homeless right now, Gabriel? Oh, praise God for that, Gabriel. Yeah, homelessness is a serious thing. I'm watching the homeless population increase around here in north central Florida, in this area where I live, even like down by the river now. And I'm guessing because of the summer heat, it seems like a lot of the homeless people are camping out by the river in the night. So if you go to the river in the morning, something that I usually love to do on the weekends, then you're met by a lot of people camping out on the grass down by the river, which for me as a single woman walking in the early morning before the sun comes up is not a safe situation because I don't know those people. I'm not saying that they're bad, but the fact is I'm alone in the dark. It's just not a safe situation. So I kind of don't do that right now because of the fact that it just doesn't feel safe to do it. So I wait till the sun is up before I go venturing down to the river front. Okay, Terry. I hear you. I hear you. As I was saying, we all have, our different ways of doing things. But have you ever been to a conference or a convention or some type of training? Like for me, for example, I'm a preschool teacher. The first time I went to a Head Start celebration was like when I first started in preschool, and I was surrounded by people from all around the United States. So I was taken from my little school and thrown into a room with other people from other schools all around the United States, all gathered together for one purpose: to learn, to grow, and to build, and to do better in our craft of early learning education. What am I saying? I found strength in community when I attended that conference. And I'm going to keep on saying it. There is strength in community, whether it's for work, whether it's for church, whether it's for, if you do fraternities, sororities, I don't know what you do. Whatever your things are, I don't know. But when you go to gatherings where you come together, there is strength in community. There is power in community. And all these other things that we get involved in great numbers. Sometimes there could be chaos in community, but that's not what we're talking about today. Yeah. I'm glad you understand, Terry. Yeah. But I've had a lot of solitude time in my life. A lot of solitude. Solitude meaning that I refused to be around people because of things that I was going through. And I chose solitude, but choosing solitude means that you're choosing depression. It means that in some aspects you're going to be choosing anxiety. You're going to be choosing insomnia. You're going to be choosing a decline in your health, all because sometimes solitude brings peace. But I guess what I'm referring to right now is the isolation of solitude. Finding comfort in being alone is a different thing, but the isolation that some people do, like I could say, I can speak about what I know about, not what I heard about. So you got to be careful with solitude because you invite depression, anxiety, agoraphobia. What's agoraphobia? When you get to the point where you are now fearful of being out and around the public or people. You find those people that don't want to go out and mingle with society, agoraphobic. I found myself there at a point in my life because I started isolating myself to a point where I just did not want to go outside. And for a long time, I did not go outside. And that's what you should believe, Gabriel. Anyway, that's just what I'm saying. Be careful with that solitude, Terry Walker. There's strength in community. But it's always important to find the right community. Because even when I moved here, I had to decide where I wanted to go to worship, which is always an important decision for me whenever I move. And just like Nora was saying, sometimes you walk into some spaces and you feel like you get that feeling that says that I don't belong here. And you probably don't. If you get that feeling, then you most likely you don't belong there. And then that's why I can easily excuse myself. Reading is my peace. Yeah. I excuse myself whenever I have that feeling, the feeling of not belonging. Because then that means that something is missing somewhere, whether it's me. Sometimes you have to realize, well, is it me or is it them? And sometimes it's the me. And we have to own up to that me and figure out why me is not feeling like I belong, you know. And then someone told me, well, you need to show yourself friendly. I didn't want to hear it when I heard that person say that. I didn't want to hear it at that time. But it was a fact. If you don't show yourself friendly or show yourself as wanting to be a part of, then how can you become a part of something if you're not showing that you want to become a part of that something? Let that sink in. So that's what we got to begin to identify. Like, yeah, you got to identify the me problems. Identify your me problems and be ready to own up to them. And that's a lot of the times, a lot of people don't want to own up to their me problems and work on those me problems. I hear you, Terry Walker. I can rest with that statement as well. But I still say sometimes we got to work on our me problems and accept and grow and improve on our me problems. Yeah. Don't sit with things that we know we need to work on. And I guess that's part of what I'm doing in this journey while I'm healing physically, I'm healing spiritually, and I'm healing emotionally and mentally as well. Yeah. Always working on me. That's what we got to do. Early in the morning when you can't sleep, a lot of us have me problems. I don't do scary movies. It's bad for my soul, bad for my mind. There was a time where I was in company with someone that was not good company, and I allowed them to persuade me to put that toxic stuff in my brain. But I'm very careful about what I put in my head, because when you put it in, you can't take it back out. It's in there. It has an effect on your soul. I was one that was a binge watcher of The Walking Dead. I tried to see the good in it, but it was really bad. That stuff it's not good. Yeah, not good. I decided to make different choices for myself. But sometimes the company that we keep can cause us to make decisions that are not good. So I changed my company, changed the people that I sit and drink tea with, so to speak. If you want to elevate yourself and grow to another level, then you got to do the hard choices. You got to make the hard choices. Because some of us are still sitting down at the table with the people that are stabbing us in the back and the people that are pulling us towards doom. It's time to get up from that table, my brothers and my sisters. And that's all my brothers and sisters. I'm not a movie person. I guess I better say that before you keep asking. I'm not big on movies. Yep. I'm big on spreading more love, more joy, more peace, though. That's what I'm big on. We need more love, more joy, more peace. And I'm going to keep on saying it. Going to be like a broken record. That's what I say a lot. That's what we need. More people that are spreading more love, more joy, more peace. I do have some movies I do like to watch, but I don't have like favorite movies. I do have a dog. My dog name is Mocha. Her channel is called Princess Mocha. She's going to be 11 years old, 11 human years, October 17th. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. Thank God for seeing me around another whole year. Don't take that for granted. But yeah, I usually have pet fish, but I don't have any right now. For some reason, thank you, Nora. Maintaining the right temperature for some fish is key. And I usually like to get the betta fish, but it's hard to maintain the temperature for those fish, especially in the wintertime. For me, it is anyway, where I live. So I don't really get fish right now. Hmm. Yeah. What kind of fish did you have? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not sure what I'm doing. Hopefully, I feel up and moving. Hopefully, I'll feel up to moving around. I wanted to be on the beach for my birthday. The beach is an hour away, so that means that would be a painful ride to the beach. I rode to the supermarket with my mom yesterday, and that was painful. I didn't even get out the car. I just wanted to go for a ride, and I just sat there and waited till she went to do whatever she was doing. And that was uncomfortable. I just kept squirming all around. But yeah, not sure what I'll be doing on my birthday, but whatever it is, I'll just be grateful to be alive. Well, I mean, my birthday is on Sunday. I mean, Sunday, the 5th. Yeah, not Saturday, but Sunday. Oh, sharkfish and one big one. And oh, wow. I never had those. I've tried the guppy goldfish before, and they were challenging. And I guess because of the way they are, I kept feeding them. I believe I just overfed those and they died. Those were kind of interesting, and I didn't do my research. So I've learned that if you're going to get a pet, you need to know how to take care of it before you get it. And I didn't really do that. That's why I just stick with betta fish because I've been having those for years and I pretty much understand how to keep them. I think one I had for like 3 years. That's about the longest I've had one. Yeah, I saw your cat on your channel. I read your little channel description. Whenever I go to a channel, I don't just subscribe. I check it out as much as I can before I choose to press that subscribe button. And I read that you want to share about your cat and diabetes 1, I think I read. And yeah, and that's why I was saying that diabetes awareness and the viewpoint from your perspective could be very helpful to someone else. So yeah, I like to support channels that are trying to do something to help somebody else. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Motivational, informational. Mr. Frost. Oh, okay. My dog's name is Mocha. Mocha was sick, and I know better. I gave Mocha something to eat that she shouldn't eat, and then she was sick. Then I felt bad. It might be cute when your or your cat is eating something that they're not supposed to eat, but you have to remember, don't give it to them. Yeah, but I think she's feeling better now though. Because I tell you, to get a vet bill behind something that you could have avoided is not fun. And I know one time I did that, even though my vet would always send the warning emails about what not to feed your pet during the holidays, what not to feed them. Don't do it. Yeah, because certain foods really disturb their digestive system. It was something that was salty because she eats fish. And I usually give her, she has like a superfood diet. I don't give her kibble because kibble is toxic. I don't care what the brand is. Kibble is like eating cereal. And just imagine if your life was just full of cereal and that's all you ate. It's not good. I actually cook for my dog. And I learned that through YouTube too and some other social media platforms where I watch people that have been caring for animals or how they feed their animals. And it's healthier. Yeah. Because you wouldn't want to have cereal on the table every time you ate. Well, that's basically what kibble is. And you can pay a lot of money for it, but it's still all bad in the end. And then, they have those companies that have, yeah, my dog likes eggs too, but I don't give her any of anything excessively. But yeah, I cook. She doesn't have a raw diet. That I can't ever really comprehend, but yeah, she definitely doesn't have a raw diet. But some people do a raw diet with their dogs. I think that gives them I want to eat people vibe. But yeah, she'll bite people by herself. She doesn't need any help with raw meat. Because she's a Chihuahua mix, so they're bratty. But my dog loves rice. But protein, of course, is her highest intake. The other things are just, and then the certain fruits that I give her too. Yeah. Because just like watermelon is good for us, it's also good for your dog too. And she loves watermelon. And if you watch your dog eats the part that a lot of us don't eat. Have you noticed now that a lot of people are using the whole watermelon as we should use the whole watermelon? So you check out the benefits of that. There's actually a lot of benefits in the whole watermelon. And then I was looking at, I forget which Asian country it was, but the part that we usually discard, they're sauteing it and cooking it up in whatever fancy dish or whatever, because that is like very nutritious. Now, I've never tried it because I'm still programmed to throw it away, but the whole watermelon is beneficial to us, just like a lot of other whole fruits. The whole fruit is beneficial and very healing to the body. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of info out there. Stick with the positive stuff and discard the bad stuff. Miami long. What does that mean? Miami, Miami. You guys are about to get a lot of rain. I think you're going to probably get more rain than we will. But they're saying Florida's going to get a lot of rain. But are you really from Miami or are you just riding that name? I wasn't trying to rhyme, but it seems to happen all the time. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to help myself make it through the night of pain. I had shoulder surgery. Topic of the day. There's no topic. Every time I find someone asking me that on a live, if I was to ever confine myself to a topic on here, because there's always some thing that shifts the wind. There's always something that comes in and shifts the wind. There's a topic up there. Whatever it says up there, that was what was on my mind when I started. But it all started because I was in pain. That's why I went live. Yeah, I think it would taste like cucumber or something like squash because it looks like that. I'm gonna try it though. I am gonna try it. But watermelon season is kind of. I guess it's probably be the best time to do it when it's not watermelon season. You know, when you get the watermelons in the store and they're really not sweet. So that would be the best time to actually probably make juice or use the outer. I always not call that the right thing, but yeah, the outer portion of the watermelon to make a dish, to make something maybe with some whatever your protein is of choice or whatever it is that you eat. Some of us are vegan, vegetarian, whatever. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. I didn't want to say it because when you get on social media, you realize you're talking to people that are generally from different places around the world. But I do usually call it watermelon skin. Are you from the islands? Yeah. It is it was raining here, but it stopped. Or you're guessing. I usually say watermelon skin peel, but it's not really a peel because peel is oranges, bananas, and things like that that you actually peel. But anyway, you know I'm talking about the outer part. That's why I just call it the outer part of the watermelon to make sure that we all understand what I'm talking about. The outer. Miami Long. It's in the rain. 4:16 a.m. in the morning. Wakey, wakey, wakey. I need to get up and go eat breakfast because I'm hungry now. I've been awake. My pain is subsiding only to increase again. I need to take my medicine on time because when I'm sleeping, I don't wake up. And then pain wakes me up. So I want to make sure I take my medicine before the pain increases. How long am I going to be on? I don't know. Why? What's up? What's up? 472 subscribers on your channel, Miami Long. Oh, you're a gamer? Yeah, I do go live a lot. I started going live after my birthday last year. My birthday is tomorrow, which is Sunday. Not tomorrow as in Saturday, but tomorrow as in Sunday. Yep, because I had a mission to accomplish, and one of those was to be monetized, and I got monetized on uh, August 25th. But I'm about to slow the going live down because it's actually kind of draining. I guess it all depends on what type of live I'm doing. Sometimes I get on and I'm exactly quiet. I don't say a word, depending on what mood I'm in. But generally, when I get on, it's because I'm gonna say something. Oh, okay. You were trying it. What I realized when I did that one day by accident, and then I realized it could be useful because it's almost like you're doing a PowerPoint presentation because you can stream your screen. Basically, like your screen sharing. Yeah. Well, I saw that you're live. It looked like you were playing a game on the screen. Are you saying you're not a gamer? Hmm. I got you. You're just playing around with it. Playing around with YouTube. Okie dokie. Well, Miami long. I grew up down south. I'm a Floridian, though I've lived and been here and there through the years. Florida keeps pulling me back home. I've been back for a minute. I don't know, maybe it's time to take flight and get out of here again. Just playing on YouTube. Yeah, I used to be playing too, but then I realized that people are actually making money, so I was like, why not? If you're gonna spend time somewhere, you might as well make it productive. That's what I told myself. But I still nonchalantly do YouTube. I don't do YouTube like a lot. I just do it in certain parts of my day. Yeah. Oh, okay. I hear you. This is a peaceful place, and I am a peaceful person. Just saying that for you. Mm-hmm. I had to cover my where the doctor went in my shoulder. So they told me I had to put water band-aids on. But now they're painful and itchy. If you ever had any type of surgery, then you know what I'm talking about. It's like they're painful. Um, I do. I have. I have not recently, because again, that could be draining. I've interviewed some of my subscribers who are now some of my members on my channel. Yeah, one of the things that I want to do is interview certain people that want to share their stories, as in, I guess, more like testimonials about have something that has and impacted their lives to the point where they want to talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, but this channel is monetized now, as I'm trying to navigate my way through the monetizing world, because there's a lot to know and do and learn. I'm not better than anybody. I don't know what you mean by that, but no, I'm just me. I'm not better than anybody. Once your channel is monetized and you have access to different things, as you would know. But yeah, I'm not really want to get into all that right now, because I'm just here chilling. Just here chilling. But it's a work in progress, just like anything else. If you're not working towards it, nothing's going to happen. It's not going to just fall in your lap. So just because you're monetized, you still got to put the work in. If you don't put the work in, there's nothing. You got to work. So, and I do work. I have a full-time job. I mean, YouTube is not my life. I get up and hustle just like everybody else. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Mm. It's almost time to take this pain medicine again. And the pain starts to creep up. You had surgery when, Nora? Yeah, but the more work, I looked at your channel. When I see people, vibing a certain way, I usually peep in their channel to see what's up. But you got to start putting the work in. That's what I had to do. That's why when my birthday came last year, I was like, okay, this one area where I'm going to make an adjustment. I like spending time on YouTube, but it's time to make it beneficial. You know what I mean? If you're going to spend some time somewhere, you might as well be productive when you're spending the time. Yeah. You had surgery recently, Nora? But you got subscribers. You haven't been on here. You only have 9 videos, so obviously you're doing something right. When I had 9 videos, I think I probably had 2 subscribers. Some people, their content just wins if you have, what people want to see. And I don't know if you get these subscribers because you're gaming with them. I don't know. Maybe that's how, because I'm looking at your content and honestly, I don't see anything per se. You don't have a lot of views on your content, so that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people like gaming. Oh, wait a minute. You got 100K view video. Oh, wow. See, you went on a topic that somebody wants to know about. PayPal hack. See, and that's the thing that people have to pay attention to. And I noticed you did it once, but you didn't do it again. And I do the same thing too. Videos that go viral, you got to pay attention, and that's where you need to stay there for a while. That's where you need to stay. Stay there for a while. Put up some more videos about that same thing. Because that's what pulled your subscribers in. That one video looks like. I don't even have a video with that many views. I have videos with some high views, but not 100K at all. So yeah, you need to load up some more of those videos. Make a long form video. Short form videos are good, but if you create a long form video, maybe 20 minutes more, 20 minutes or more, you'll be amazed what that video do. Got it? That's your homework. That's a good jump right there though. 100K views on that. A lot of people, when you start talking about their money, they pay attention. PayPal, Cash App, with all those other things. People pay attention when you start messing with their money. So yeah. And what I've learned from investigating and going around and around and around, even though you don't want to talk about it, when the people want to know about it, then you got to give the people what they want to know. I don't always do that because I just stay stubborn to what I want to do, but every now and then I check the numbers and I'll repeat things because the numbers say to repeat it. But yeah, like there's a song said you got to give the people what they need. Well, the point still goes what I said. That's what you thought, but that's not what they thought. You see what I mean? Make it up again. And that's the sad part. Sometimes people go for, like you said, something you made up, and then when you put your whole heart in it, and it's real and it's true, but no, they want to gravitate towards the things that are not true, not factual, the things that are. One thing for me, I always say I'm not going to cross the line and go against things that and do things that I just, yeah. People can get views by doing stuff that get attention, all the controversial nonsense, all the crazy, crazy stuff. See, I'm not going to go that way. If that's what I got to do, it's not going to happen. But I feel you on that, though. You're eating right now, Nora? Now that sounds good. No, I didn't watch it. I'm just looking at numbers. So when it comes down to a lot of things, I was looking at the numbers. I was seeing what your channel was doing. I didn't watch it. But as I said, and I'm going to still say what I said, when you start touching certain topics, it just, people gravitate towards it because of what it's about. And when you start telling people anything about money, whether it's exactly true or not, somebody's going to tune in to see what's up, because money brings attention, just like sex, just like watching people fighting and all this other crazy stuff that some people twist and turn on social media. Bye, Nora. How you gonna be eating eggs and bacon and potatoes and toasting? I forgot what time zone you're in. It's 4:32 a.m. I used to get up and go to breakfast early in the morning once upon a time, but I haven't done that in a while. Like, those breakfast places that are up and open. Haven't done that in a while. That one video. Wow. But I'm just saying, what was it? You follow the blueprint. That's what I was trying to say. And some of the big YouTubers that I study, there are a few people that I study, and I pull little things from them and I try to apply it in my own way to my channel. But you follow the same blueprint with that video, but this time you just make it longer. Flip the content a little bit, but don't flip it too far. You got to stay in the neighborhood, if you get what I'm saying. You got 9 videos and you already got 400 and something subscribers. You know where I was? I don't even remember how many of those videos I had when I had 400 and something subscribers. But I've been pushing hard for the last year. The last year this time, I think I had, I want to say maybe like 200 and something subscribers. And I just casually start going live, just doing whatever it is that I'm doing. I post videos, but not that much. But I was just going live to meet and greet, because I always believe that if a person doesn't know who you are, they're not going to want to know what you're doing or what you're up to. So I go live so people can understand who I am behind, who is behind the videos, and it's me. Oh, okay. But even still, that's good. I mean, compare, if you want to do comparison, because some people have, I don't know, let's say 500 videos and 30 subscribers. You know what I mean? So you're doing something right. So it's up to you to do something with it or not. That's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. And it's time to take some aspirin. That's the next thing on the pain management. The alarm hasn't gone off yet. I don't think I set the alarm, but might as well go ahead and take this aspirin. That's what time it is. Before the pain starts trying to go back up. Yeah, I'm hungry. DoorDash. When you live in the country, see, I need to be down in Miami where all that stuff is like easy to happen. A lot of things with DoorDash or Uber Eats, they don't come out here. I live in the country. By the time you get them out here, you be done paid 10 arms and 10 legs. I ordered some snacks one day just because I really didn't want to go anywhere. And I looked at the bill and I was like, this is madness. Just for some cookies and some candy. I was really just going through a junk food thing, but I was like, I don't think I need to do that again. That was not a good choice, young lady. Use your money wisely. Use your money wisely. But yeah, Miami long. If you want to see the numbers and see things go somewhere, let's go. All right, let me set my alarm for the next intake of drugs before I forget. Because somehow I forget. Yeah, that was my thing when I started watching some of these YouTubers and watching their channels grow, watching the money that can be made. But you gotta put the work in, though. That's what you gotta do. You gotta put the work in. Gotta put the work in. But anyway, enough about that. That's not what I came here to talk about at all. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. And He's turning it around. Even though I had to sit up, God is turning the pain around. Trying to get to my alarm clock so I can set this alarm. I remember to take my medicine in 2 hours. According to the people, take my aspirin, then take my ibuprofen 2 hours later, because if you don't, they claim that it doesn't do the blood thinning to prevent blood clots post-surgery, which I never heard that before, because the last time they just told me to take aspirin, nobody said to follow up with ibuprofen. So I'm like, every time you turn around, somebody's changing something. And there was my Walmart app that I was looking for earlier that I couldn't find. And there it is now looking at me. I need to rearrange that so I don't lose it. He's gonna look in my favor. All right, so what we eating for breakfast, Miami Long? What we eating for breakfast? So you're saying by the time you had 10 videos, you already have 400 subscribers? You make them from scratch? I like French toast. There's this restaurant I like to go to. I guess I could do it myself too, but there's this restaurant I like to go to, and I really love their French toast. It's really good. Up, you retracted. Up, you change your mind? Not French toast? Okay. Anyway, I still like French toast, even though you retracted it and put it back. I still like French toast. I still like French toast. Yeah, I just come in on my lives and I just be real. Sometimes I'm at church. Sometimes I'm at some place, but most of the time I'm home, just living life, coming in, vibing, showing the people out there in the big world that everybody is different. We all move and think differently, you know. And I am who I am, living and growing and breathing and living. I said living. Living, growing, breathing, and doing. Yeah, that'll work. But I do enjoy meeting people. I enjoy engaging in conversation and learning about whatever I can learn from different people. And I try to tune out the nonsense along the way, because I've met some that I consider the less intelligent. And it's almost time for morning prayer time, so I'm going to get off here. Morning prayer time is at 7 a.m. I hope to see you. I'll be back in official capacity under a new lighting. Under a new lighting. Under a new lighting. Morning prayer time begins at 7 a.m. And I'm going to get out of here and proceed to rest. And I shall return. That's what I believe, because God is going to keep me until that time. So save channel, different time. Maybe a different location. We shall see. Yeah, I need to get up because now my back is starting to hurt. I need to go back on the couch where I can sit up. And it's time to do my dead man arm hang and get out this sling and let my arm go down. Yeah, so I've got those things I got to do. So until 7 a.m. or whatever time, if you're in the UK, it's noon. If you're in Ghana, I think it's noon. If you're in Australia, I think it's like 6 p.m. or something. Some parts of India, I think it's what, 5:30 or 6:30. So yeah, you find it. It'll tell you. The channel has it already set up. And you do know if you do a lot of YouTube, whenever you see a notification, it is in your time zone time. Yeah, YouTube already figures it out for you. As long as you put your country in correctly, it's going to calculate the time difference for you. So yeah. But for me, it is 7 a.m. in the morning at that time when that live will happen. More love, more joy, and more peace. Bye.